Alright, what up, y'all? It's Metaphor, back for more to kick the raw. Representing everyone's you and I verse. So tap in with me in the comments, hit the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and like I say, tap in with me in the comments, let me know your sun, moon, and rising, and let me know what you're experiencing for this new moon, new moon experience with the new moon that we had in Virgo, and now we're experiencing the waxing moon going through Sagittarius now. So for this 2.5 days, let me know what you're experiencing. And so with that being said, get everything that's necessary for the video. Let me know what you're experiencing. Get your water, get your protein, things like that. Oh, what's going down? Shout out to all the viewers, you know what I'm saying? All the new people watching my videos. We've been going for a couple years now. We really appreciate you. And holla back at me, you know what I'm saying? You can look at my about and my YouTube channel to get in contact with me like that and things like that for the menu. If you want to get a reading and things like that. And with this moon in Sagittarius, we're going to have the knowledge of wisdom and experience. For this 2.5 days is what we're going to be experiencing. So at this period of time, it's all going to be about how wise are you, essentially. And what area of life are you going to be experiencing this wisdom or going to be accumulating more wisdom in? So with that being said, we're going to go all the way from Sagittarius in the first house, all the way to Capricorn rising, having Sagittarius in the 12th house. And with this being said, I'm going to get into this sun and how it's a cusp, because we got sun in Virgo right now at 28 degrees. So 28, 29, 0, 1, and 2 degrees, that 5-degree orb of any sun sign or any sign in general is that cusp period. So we're now experiencing the cusp between Virgo and Libra. So we're experiencing the transition between the summer season and the fall season, because Libra is the initiating creating of the fall season, and Virgo is the adaptation, or the adaptation is a good word, the adaptation from the summer season into the fall season. And with that being said, the Virgo season represents the harvest, represents getting the fruits off the bushes, getting that best cut of the hay for the animals and things like that. And then the Libra season is all about that transaction, and then based on the transaction that occurs, you're then going to have that shared value in Scorpio and see what you actually accumulate from the summertime and things like that. Thank you for the little compliment on my glasses. You dig? Dior. Shouts out to the homie Pop Smoke. Rest in peace. God bless. And you know what I'm saying? He went to be with the next circumstance and things like that. Peace out to the homie Pop Smoke. You dig? We was loving all the music you put on this earth and things like that. Dior. And that's why I copped these glasses. You dig? So just to do him justice, you dig? Much love and peace to all his family members and things like that. If you happen to come across this video, you know what I'm saying? We love all the homies from New York out here in Ohio. You dig what I'm saying? And all the homies from Akron really rock that Pop Smoke. That woo, shouts out to the woo, you dig? Long live, you know what I'm saying? Peace and love. You know what I'm saying? Just gotta either stay safe or stay dangerous out here, you dig? That's a whole nother video. So yeah, moving forward, the Sagittarius in the first house is going to be having this personal experience, the personal affair. And with that being said, the first house in Sagittarius has that square to the Virgo in the 10th house. And then they're experiencing that cusp between that 10th and the 11th house. And with the Virgo energy going into the 11th house for the Sagittarius, they're then going to experience from that square energy and finish up the learning process that they were experiencing in Virgo, and then be able to actually relate that personal affair now and see what knowledge and wisdom to actually relate with, essentially. And that will be what this period of time is, what the Sagittarius is experiencing. I was tripping over my word for a second. Scorpio, having Sagittarius in the 2nd house, will be the values of a person, place, thing, or idea, essentially the nouns. So, with that being said, the Scorpio is having a value system around their knowledge and wisdom. And the knowledge and wisdom that the Scorpio values, they're then able to compartmentalize their associates with that Virgo in the 11th house to then have that dream, illusion, and nightmare to actually relate with based on the Libra being enacted in their 7th house. Their 12th house. That dream, illusion, and nightmare house. And I'm also wearing the number 7 because we're about to represent the Libra, the 7th sign. And 7 was one of my favorite jersey numbers. I was rocking the number 21 as my favorite jersey number, though, you dig? Shouts out LT and all that, you dig? That was one of my favorite players coming up watching football. One other video as well. So then with that being said, we have in the Libra, that's going to have the Sagittarius in the 3rd house. Yeah, Sagittarius in the 3rd house. And then they're going to have that transition period from the sun being in their 12th house to then accumulate in their 1st house with Libra. And then they're going to have that personal affair of relating. And then with that personal affair that they relate to, that they're going to have that shared value in the 2nd house with Scorpio being there. And with that being said, this Sagittarius energy is going to be someone in their environment that they're relating to, that they're actually going to become more wise about the circumstance, essentially. So depending on who you relate to is going to actually give you the accumulation of the knowledge and wisdom that's going to move you forward into this Libra season. So with that being said, I like saying with that being said, it sounds real nice. And then Virgo rising is going to have the Sagittarius in the 4th house, which will be the square energy. And just to be clear, the Libra is a sextile to the Sagittarius. So the Libra rising is experiencing an opportunity, seeing an opportunity of what in the environment to actually relate with. And that's why it's going to be, they're going to have a beneficial experience for the most part to actually see what to relate to in their personal life. Moving forward, the Virgo rising is having the Sagittarius in the 4th house, so it's that square between the 1st and the 4th house. So they're going to be learning what knowledge and wisdom to actually experience and utilize in their private life and in their things that are in their circumstances that are close to their heart. They're thinking, okay, should I be more wise about this or should I be more detailed? And the Virgo at this time is going to learn how to be more wise in their personal life in their home. And then with that being said, they're going to have that Libra in the 2nd house because the sun is cusping from their 1st to their 2nd house. And based on what they accumulated in their personal actions, they're then going to have a value system based on what they took action on in this Libra season. And they're going to see what value of a person, place, thing, or idea those personal actions are accumulating. And moving forward, the Leo rising is having the Sagittarius in the 5th house, so it's a trine. So they're able to create an opportunity with the intuition that the Leo is utilizing and the knowledge and wisdom based on their childlike expression and based on seeing in their whole life expressing themselves in this certain type of way. You're actually able to get this message across better. So that Sagittarian energy in that 5th house, and then the Libra transitioning into the sun as their 3rd house. So based on their values and what the Leo is then valued, took action to value in the 2nd house, they're then going to in turn in the 3rd house relate to those values. So with that being said, the Leo just has to be in discernment of who they're relating to in the environment to then in turn in this Moon in Sagittarius actually have this expression towards who they're relating to in the 3rd house. So moving forward, I'm going to give you some to drink. I still ain't getting no advertisement dollars from no water companies. I be drinking water every day. So don't think I'm not going to be a good and consistent creator, because I be drinking water every day. And the more water I get for free, the more content I'll create. So like, just really think about that. Like, anybody that has a water company and want to get their name out there, holla back at the Metaphor 77 in everyone's universe. You dig? Holla back at your boy. You know what I'm saying? Holla at your mans. I ain't no boy, you dig? So now moving forward, since we had a good little intermission in the Leo rising portion, the Cancer rising is going to experience that in conjunction. So a misunderstanding to the Sagittarius energy. So based on the Cancer having this initiating, creating way of their emotions, this emotion is going to then in turn misunderstand the Sagittarius energy. So they're going to see, okay, am I being wise enough in my routine and pattern? That's what the Cancer is experiencing at this point. Is this actually a wise routine and pattern? Is this routine and pattern actually beneficial to what I'm going to be relating to, based on the Sun cusping from the Virgo to the Libra energy in the Sun sign. So the Sun now for the Cancer is going from that sextile energy and the Virgo energy, able to see an opportunity to then have an opportunity to learn what to actually relate with based on their personal emotions. So don't be so personal and don't take things so personal in the emotional realm and initiate and create a personal emotion that actually allows you to not relate. So just be more relative in this Libra season, and that's what you're going to be learning how to do, Cancer. So utilize a routine and pattern that you can actually be beneficial and have a more relative experience. And moving forward with the Gemini rising, they're going to be having the Sagittarius in the 7th house. And with that being said, they're going to be having the Libra in the 5th house. So based on the knowledge and wisdom of their relationship and the relationship that they're actually relating to, and the wisdom that the Gemini derives from that relationship, they're then in turn having this expression that they're relating to. And based on what they learned from in their private life, they're then going to create this opportunity to actually express that in the Libra season. So then moving forward with the Taurus, they're having this in conjunction to the Sagittarius energy based on it being in their 8th house, so the behind the scenes secrets and the transformation and the knowledge and wisdom about this transformation is what they're misunderstanding at this point in time. And with the Taurus, they're also misunderstanding based on the Libra energy going into the Sun. They're going to misunderstand how to actually relate, not relate, but put things on a routine and pattern to be relatable, to say. And the Aries rising, they're experiencing the Sagittarius in the 9th house, so the knowledge, wisdom, and experience is what they're utilizing at this time to then in turn have a relative relationship at this point in time. So just be more wise and have a wise circumstance of how to go about your relationship, and that's what will put you in a beneficial space based on this Libra energy and the Libra Sun energy. And the Aries is creating an opportunity with this knowledge and wisdom that they personally have, and opposing the Libra energy, so they're able to add on or be opposite to the relationship. In the Pisces rising, they're experiencing the Sagittarius in the 10th house, so the status, blueprint, and the career that they're known for. They're then in turn learning how to be more wise about this, what they're known for, to then in turn have this Libra in the. And I might have just got some things mistaken. So let's just make sure, because like Taurus rising, 12th house of Taurus would be Aries, 11th house of Taurus would be Pisces, and then 10th house of Taurus would be Aquarius, and the 9th house would be Capricorn. Okay, yeah, and then the 8th house. Okay, I'm on track. My bad. And then the Pisces is having the Sagittarius in the 10th house. So based on the blueprint that they're creating, like I said, the status and the career that they're known for, their wisdom that the Pisces already has based on their personal life, they're then in turn, they have the Aries in the 2nd house based on being a Pisces rising. So that means in the 8th house, they have this Libra energy. So then they're going to be transforming and misunderstanding, if I'm not mistaken. So let me just make, because Pisces is 5 signs away from Libra. So then they're going to be misunderstanding what to actually transform in this Libra season, and what's relative to actually transform to have this beneficial circumstance in their ninth house and this knowledge and wisdom that they accumulate. I kind of got a little bit flunked out for y'all Pisces. I apologize. But just to be clear about it, the Pisces is having the Libra sun cusping in there, going into their 8th house. Then they're having the Sagittarius sun, has Sagittarius moon in the 10th house. So based on the status that they're accumulating and what career you want to utilize, and what wisdom that you want to be known for, you're then in turn going to have this behind the scenes secret transformation, and like, oh, okay, this is what I actually need to be relative to actually transform. And then moving forward, the Aquarius rising is having the Sagittarius in the 11th house, so they're able to see the opportunity of what associate or a group to be associated with, and the wisdom of that group will then in turn accumulate the relationship to actually relate with in their 9th house. So like, who is the most wise relative that you're utilizing to then in turn have a beneficial group, essentially? Like, is that relative connected to a group that you can actually associate with and you feel you're being humanitarian? And that's what the Aquarius would be going for, based on the Libra going to be cusping in their 9th house. So what did you transform from that harvest to then in turn actually be relative in that knowledge and wisdom, and be more relative whenever you're actually being and speaking on your experiences, being in your experience and speaking on it, I mean to say. And last but not least, we're going to get to the Capricorn. And the Capricorn is having a fatal attraction to this Sagittarius based on being right beside it, so in the 12th house. And then the Libra is going to be in their 10th house. So what status are you going to be accumulating is what you're going to be relative to, based on the Libra sun, is what we're going to be experiencing here soon, based on the sun being at 28 degrees Virgo and being that cusp with the Virgo and the Libra. And with this being said, you're going to have that Sagittarius in the 12th house. So what dream, illusion, and nightmare are you wise about that you actually are aware of, that's like, in the back of your mind, that you're aware that this knowledge and wisdom is something, well, people have this knowledge and wisdom about oneself, that you can then in turn see that they're going to actually put together this certain status about you. So at this certain time, you need to actually relate to the status that you want to be relative to, is essentially the key for the Capricorn. So yeah, much love, and holla back at me at my email that I stated at the beginning of the video, and I'll hit you back with a menu and things like that. And with that being said, stay safe or stay dangerous, whatever's necessary, and peace and love if you believe in all that.